Janette, can you give us a writer's tip?
Probably the best thing to do if you want to be a writer is to read a lot. Read, especially in the genre that you want to write in, because just reading other books teaches you a lot about writing. Also, there's writing classes, there's other writing books that will save you so much time in revisions. They will tell you, you know, ways you can work on characterization or plot, or just, you know, really help you out.
I like that word, revisions. I think sometimes when you first write something, it feels like this baby, and it's perfect. And understanding that, well, yeah, I know it's your baby, but you know, we got to get rid of some of these blemishes here, and that's okay.
Oh yeah, it's hard. Revisions are always hard. And one way to make it a little less painful is to put the book away for a while and read other things. And then when you come back to it, you can see all sorts of mistakes that you didn't notice before. Or even, you know, advice from readers when first you just think, they clearly did not understand the genius of this book. But after you think about it for a while, and you know, then suddenly you can a lot of times see their point and think of ways to change things.
Did you have a long road between your first novel being written and your first novel being published?
Actually, I didn't. My first novel was an LDS novel for Deseret Book called Deep Blue Eyes and Other Lies. And you know, in a lot of ways, I still loved that book and the characters. In a lot of ways, I wish all of the copies out there would explode because there's, you know, I've improved in the last 16 years in my writing ability.
I think that's very common among writers. They love their first book, but at the same time, they just hope nobody ever picks it up again because they're terribly embarrassed.
Yes, exactly. But the nice thing about being an author these days is that you can, if you have the rights back, you can go over that book and make changes and put it up as an ebook. And so I was able to do that. So.
Wonderful. I hadn't heard of that positive side, so that's really neat. Thank you, Janette. I really appreciate your time, and I'm going to have to remember that writing tip, and because sometimes, well, I do write all over the place, and I read all over the place, but sometimes I forget to read what I'm writing on at the time, and I'm sure that would be really helpful to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
What are you writing?